Hi, sunshine. So listen, right? I need you to know that I didn't even know the camera was on at first. So this whole YouTube thing is getting to me. But it's okay because I'm mastering it. Because with Facebook, you can have everything set up and everything ready. And then all you had to do is go on Facebook and click and press click. And you're good. With this, no. You set up, it turns on. So yeah. But how's everyone doing? How art thou? How art thou? How art thou? Turn my light on and let's get this party started. So, what I decided to do is start doing, because it's going to be like it's not going to be everyone who starts at the same time. So, I kind of realized that when I first did this because and then I was thinking of like ending it at a certain time, but it's almost like a revolving door where we're just going to keep on having people. And then sometimes like people like to come back and learn some things that they didn't learn in the beginning. So that's fine. That's all right. That's good. Yes. Hi. How art thou? I didn't want to add myself to the stream yet because like see when like let me just say this. You do a live, don't go cook, take a shower, make sure the kid good, come back in here, set up, go back in there, brush your teeth, do everything, and do your hair, and then come back, and then do this, and then go back in there and make sure you good with your son, make sure he eating, and then you go grab yourself some food, and then you sit, and then you thinking you good, and then the next thing you know, it's like, this is on. It was on. I'm like, oh no, I didn't mean to do that. And I didn't want to shut it off because if I shut it off, YouTube does something different than Facebook. So I said, you know what? I'm going to just keep it on and black it out. So that's what happened. Okay? I won't do that no more. I won't take no shower. And I was good too. Everything was good. Because 7 o'clock, I was on time. I was actually a little bit early. So I was on time. I just wanted to go snack something to eat real quick. You know, I'm sitting down and I'm like, everything good, everything all right. Then next thing you know, I'm looking like it says live. It's not supposed to say live. Like, what is going on? Why is this doing this to me? So yeah. How art thou? How art thou? Hey. Hi, Triple C and Joe. How art thou? Stacy, Cheryl. Who's that? CJ Spicy. All right, we got some spicy in the house. Mariana. All right, okay. So we're going to get on here and we're going to do what we do. And first thing we're going to do is start with the beginning. And the beginning is basically what the older people did all the way in the beginning. So let's just start that. I'm going to do a little bit of the syllabus, not the whole rundown, but just a little bit so you understand what this is all about. I'm also going to run down how and why in pictures, and because I'm visual. So anything I do, I try to give you a visual because it's nothing like telling someone, "Oh, that's not right," or "That's not good," or "You can't do this," or "You can't do that." That's like a barber, and this is actually what just told me. Someone told me this not too long ago. Like an actual barber said that my son cut my hair and he did a great job, but side-eyed it because, oh, he need to do this, he need to do that, and if he want, he can come to my shop and I can help him out. The thing is, I'm steady saying, oh, it's good, it's great, like there's no problems, but I'm not a barber, so I don't see the flaws that he see. So that's like me telling you that your Graphghan is bad, and you're like, but everybody else says it look good. That's because they don't know. So I'm going to show you what's a good graph, what's a bad graph, what can make it good, what can make it not good. I'm just going to show you the ins and outs of how we do this. And then you'll understand when I say a good graph or a bad graph. Someone told me a graph is never bad. Okay, so let me just say this. I'm going to put on the disclaimer. I cannot lie to you guys, and I'm not going to say it's a good graph when it's not a good graph. I'm not going to say, but what I did learn, and as I matured, I'm not going to say that your stuff is bad. What I'm going to say is what we can do to fix it. And if you are not catching what I'm throwing, then I will back off and I won't say it ever again. But we're trying to learn and we're trying to grow. If I'm lying to you and if I tell you it's good when it's not good, then I wouldn't be the person that I keep trying to be. And that is to help and improve everyone. So my other disclaimer is my mouth sometimes is not the best. I'm not a F-bomb person, but I'm not the best of sorry, I thought I turned it off. I'm not the best of person when it comes to certain things. I've been really good. I promise you, I've been really good but since I've been online. But you know, sometimes some people think damn is a curse. Some people think that's a curse. Some people think that hell is a curse. You know, it just depends on the person. But all I'm going to say is to each his own, right? And if you are not happy, talk to me. Tell me, because I'm an easy person to talk to. All right, let's get this done. Let's get this started. I'm going to add some images on here so that you can see what I see. And whatever I say, you're going to see as well. I'm also going to add in let me see display. Okay, all right, so here we go. Let me just fix this up a little bit so I can show you what I'm about to do. How are we though? Like, today was such a daggone hot day, man. Like, I have AC, but it still was, oh my God. I just like to like lay on my bed and just spread out because what else can you do? You know what? I don't know why I didn't do this beforehand. That would have been smart. Okay, here we go. I'm about to say what is going on. All right, so let's go into the class, the classroom. Let's go into the classroom. So everything that I am going to set up in Word form and files and photos, I'm putting it in the classroom. So that's where I'm going to add every single thing that you need to read in that room. My sister made this. Like, my BLD sister, shout out to all my BLD sisters. Also, if you have a question, there's a place. You know what? I'll show you all of that because there's sections for everything. Like, I took care of everything. So these are the people who are helping all of us out. There's myself. I'm Shauna, Creative Stitching Diva. Then there's Gail. She's like right under me. She's like partner. Natalie, Raquel, Amanda, Annette, and Claudrina. Those are all moderators. I didn't add Cameron. Cameron is also in Shay. That's because they didn't they weren't a part of the class in the beginning. So there's Shay and Cameron. They are all moderators. So if you see them in the blue with the red with the what do you call it? The wrench at the back of their name, that's who they are. So the description of this class is basically how are you going to do a Graphghan? How can you Graphghan like the Diva? How you can use it for a business, how you can make it your profession and make it a legit business, get good money, make it rain with it, and basic knowledge, things that you wouldn't even think that you have to know, things that I didn't think that I had to know, I know now because of the research that I did. So instead of you, if you don't have the time to do the research, I did it for you, and I'm going to show you, and I'm going to tell you so that you don't have to do it. Expectations. By the end of this class, the older students can tell you because they're almost graduated. By the end of this class, you will know more and have knowledge of whether you want a business or a hobby, being a crochet boss, making your Graphghan look professional, how to set up your goals and making them come to life. So that's in collaboration with the mentor and Graphghanning. So with the knowledge of your Graphghanning and the tips and tricks of being in the mentor program, that should help you with all of your needs. The thing about it is, I am not, and I repeat, know-it-all. I don't know it all. So if you have any information that I am not aware of, or I may say something that you feel may be different, or you have some different other ways, let me know. I am so open to it. I love information. I love it. I love it. I love it. I feed off of it. Please tell me. I appreciate it if you do. Materials. These are things you probably already have in your household, but if you don't, you have time to get it. Yarn, whatever you want. Hook, your preference. This hook size is I recommend I9. I don't know why I put I9, but I recommend the I hook only because I think that's 5.5. Only because that's what I use, and that's what the yarn on the skein of yarn, the label tells you is recommended for that size. But we doing so much more in here. You need all the sizes, just about. You can download Acrobat Adobe Reader, and there's an app that's for your mobile phone that you could use. Instead of printing out your graphs, you can use Zoto. So in the classroom, all of that information is in there. There's links. You can download it. Everything is there for you so that you can have in your hands. Now, the Zoto can be for Apple and it can be for Android. It doesn't matter. Your graphs, which is basically the graphs that I provide for you, which will be the free ones. Highlighter, that's if you're not using the apps. Scissors, yarn needle. Then there's some optional ones. There's some bobbins, Afghan hook. If you want any personal graphs that you would like to use and practice on, I have some in my Etsy shop. But I also would teach you, if you don't want to do anything in my Etsy shop and you see something in someone else's, I'm going to teach you how to look for them. And I'm going to show you how you can find out what's good and what's not good, and how you can find the ones that are kind of sort of like baiting you, like clickbait, like buyer beware stuff. I'm going to show you that, because sometimes you buy graphs and you be like, oh my God, I can't use this. So basically you wasted money for a graph that you can't use. And sometimes because you bought it off Etsy, you're not allowed to get your money back. So I'm going to show you how to fix that. So this was back in June. I'm going to start updating all of this because this is going to be rotation. But back in June when we first started, we did a welcome, we did introduction. blah, 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 blah. So the first thing that we're going to do today is knowing your graph, because that's the first thing you need to do is knowing your graph. How are you going to find a graph? Who are you going to get it from? Are you going to do it yourself? Are you going to find somebody to do it? Are you going to pay somebody to do it? The sizes that you're looking for. All of that is what we're going to do today. Then we're going to work on how you're going to read it. Then we're going to work on taping it up, which is putting it together. How do you view it? Either you're going to do it on print it out or view it on app or Adobe Reader, which is a PDF reader. Any PDF reader is fine. Some graphs do not open up on your phone, and that's only because the program that is used for that particular graph is not on your phone, so it's not going to recognize it. But if you do it on a laptop, you could be able to get it. If you do not have a laptop, then there's other PDF ones that you could probably use, but we'll talk about that later if there's ever an issue. I have not had anyone tell me that they're not able to open it up at all. So I don't think that would be my issue with my graphs, but anyone else's, I don't know. I can't tell you. So how you prepare for a Graphghan. There's a lot of preparation before you even start. A lot. You don't even realize it. You just picking up a hook and your yarn. No, there's way more to it than that. And then we're going into starting, whether you use your bobbins, how you start it with the chains or foundation, your edging, your colors, tips and tricks, techniques, loose hanging, all of that we're going to be doing. And then eventually, which is what I'm going to start doing with the next one, with the older group, after we do our pillow, we're going to start blocking, learning how to block. Honestly, it's not too much to do with that. Packaging, wrapping, how to gift it or sell it, how to do that, and price. We already working on some of that now when it comes to, oh my God, this is making me hot. Thank goodness I'm in front of the AC. Oh Lord, sis, what did you put in that? Oh, I'm not a drinker. Okay, so, whew, jeez, what did she put in that? It's good though. I'm drinking it like it's Kool-Aid. That's the ones you can't drink. That's the ones you can't drink. Okay, so Graphghan techniques. We're gonna go through all of that in between all of this. Learning how to do a Graphghan technique. So learning how to do a Graphghan technique. That's basically how are you going to put a photo on certain items that you're like, how can I do that? Or you can't do that. Yes, you can. You can do it on anything you want. Just like if you know who I am and you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, you know that I make masks. I make little items and I can put graphs on the little items. The clothes that we're doing right now, like I was just about to say onesie. Not the onesie, because we kind of like threw that to the wayside. But the overalls that the older girls doing, the overalls, how you do that. There's another set of overalls that I'm going to do, but I am going to make it like the Jamaican flag, but not just here. I'm going to make it like it's sublimation, like so like the whole thing looks like it. So that's called Graphghan technique. Don't ask where that word language came from because I kind of made it up. Nobody else taught Graphghan like I do. Like, Graphghan is my life. Graphghan is my language. Every time I talk, I make up stuff. So when you hear me say certain things, you be like, where that come from? Or let me look it up. No, it's in the book of Creative Stitching Diva. The Dictionary of Shauna G. That's where it comes from. Because I made it up, basically. And then, the mentoring Mondays, we're going to go over the business goals. So when I started with the ladies and we talked about business goals, we also did some homework. And we're still in the process of doing that homework, which is basically finding a customer. A lot of them said they were shy and that they can't get a customer and that they're nervous and they don't know what to say. So that's what we're doing. So basically what I'm saying for them to do is to screenshot their conversation, or they ask me and I can help them, so I can help them word from word on what to say with that customer, just so that they could grab. There's a couple of things that we already spoke about, and it was basically tips on how you grab that customer. So we are the thing about it is, when can you start talking about that? That's something that I will do on Mentor Mondays, but you need your customer in order to start your Graphghan. But because someone said, why can't we talk about that before we start doing a Graphghan? To be honest with you, some people just want to get right into the meat. You know, some people just want to get right into the meat. So I'm going to start the meat, but then we're going to go into our sides and our vegetables in between. That's how I feel we're going to do. Some people just feel like they just have to go straight on in, and that's what we're going to do. But the main thing that you need to do and need to worry about is a customer. That's if you want to make a business. If you want to make money, you need a customer. You have to be a nice person too. Like, if you're not a nice person, if you could be nice 1 minute and then next minute you are saying stuff on Facebook that's cussing and saying a whole bunch of verbiage that may not be attractive, that might make you lose customers. If you have a personal page, cover it up. Don't put your personal business with your actual business. Cover that up, because people who are, and honestly, I learned the hard way. I used to mix it together and I used to say some off the wall stuff. I didn't cuss or anything on there, but I would say certain things and people like I used to get phone calls like, why did you say that? Why did you put that out there? And I could have lost customers from that, just because what I'm putting out there. So just be careful and have a personal page. I'm telling you, you would be really surprised on how simple that is. Um, how come okay, I see. I was about to say, how come I don't even see my own page? Oh, my girl on here, Gail, my sister. So Gail, if you see her every now and then, I know she's going to be on here every now and then with us. So when you see her, she is going to help me sometimes. Listen, she's always correcting me with the stuff that I say. Listen, y'all know what I'm talking about. Always correcting me. Stop correcting me. So I gotta go back to water. This is my water. My BLD sister told me that this right here will keep my water cold because I like cold water. And so when I usually come on live, I always have a bottle of water. By the time I get to like the middle, I stop drinking it because it's not cold again. So she told me about this, and I said, okay, I'm gonna try it. Let's see if it worked. And I tried it yesterday, and man, I got the best BLD sisters ever. BLD means Boss Lady Divas Social Group. It's a social group, and these are some Boss Lady Divas. Okay, so when y'all know about me, y'all know I'm about business. So I'm around a bunch of business, powerful ladies. I don't play, okay? I don't play. When it comes to business and making money, I'm around those sisters. Like I said, I support everyone. So when my sister said she had made these, I told her, bring me some. She cooks, bring me some. I have another sister who bakes, bring me some. That is what we all should do. We should all help each other out. Okay. So we finished with the syllabus. Let's get on with some other stuff. Let's show you how you're going to get into the classroom. Before I go into this, I'm going to show you how you go get around the classroom. Before I get into the good graph, bad graph, let's show you how you're going to get around into the classroom. So this laptop is new, but it's very, 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 very slow. Very slow. I just got it like what, 2 months ago. It's very super duper slow because the RAMs is really, 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 really low. But I ordered the other RAM and someone's supposed to fix it. As soon as they fix it, it'll be up a little bit more. But I have a powerhouse over there. The only thing about my powerhouse laptop is my son sat on it with it open. So the screen fell and it could come off into two. But it works. The only thing that does not work is the light, and you have to prop it up on something in order for the monitor to stay up. And I didn't have time for all of that. Like, it was annoying me. But everything else on it works. You just have to find a place to like prop it up on something. And it was annoying. So that's why I bought a new one. But I'm gonna get that one fixed. As soon as I get it fixed, it's on and popping. Soon as you go into the classroom, I have it set up so that as soon as you click in, it's going to take you straight to units. So whoever you are, if you're like an older student, it's going to tell you how many units you completed. It tells me how many everyone completed as well. So if I went on Natalie's page, well, if I click on her, it would tell me that she completed all of the units. Some others, it says they completed maybe one, maybe two. And I reward everyone. So when you complete all your units, you're up to date, you do the homework, you do the assignments, I reward them. So it tells me like who are the top 10, who's the ones that's asking the questions, who's on all the lives. Oh no, I don't think I could get that now. Yeah. I don't know who. I'm gonna have to find a. Well, it don't matter. But it would tell me who was on active on the lives and stuff like that. And I gave the top 10 awards. It's almost like being rewarded, for doing something good because everyone said they wanted to do this. And me doing this for free, I don't want to feel like I'm wasting my time. You understand? Like, I'm literally taking the time out of my day to do this for everyone. So when I see how many is in here? Like, the last time I looked, it was 200 and something people in here. So when I see 200 and something people in here and only maybe 20 is doing the work, I will help that 20 because at least I know the 20 are trying. But I am basically wasting my time, I guess, for everyone else. I don't know. I just, that's just how I felt. Okay, so once you get into the units, this was all of the live streaming that I did because I'm not doing it in here anymore. And that's why I said all of the live streaming that I did, all of the live streaming that I did on Facebook is all in here. So because I did it twice a week, sometimes 3, sometimes 4, all of the live streaming that I did in here would be there in that section of the unit. Then when you keep on going, there's questions. So if you have a question, you can go in here. If we answer, we delete it. Unit 3, the start of the Graphghan. So the start of the Graphghan has everything that you need to start your Graphghan. So if you want to go in there and look for something specific, just look at these units. It has everything. The assignments, I kind of stopped putting the assignments in here because I also noticed that not a lot of people was doing it. Not at all. It was always Always, always, always the same 20. The same ones doing it. How to begin, you know, and so on and so on and so on. So the next unit that I'm gonna put in is I didn't put in the overalls yet, but I'm gonna put in the overalls, and then I'm gonna put in the pillow. And then after that, um that's it. That's it. That's it. There's nothing else. Except for a mentor. And being a mentor is something that I still to this day have. So it's not like I will never stop that. Because that's something I could always do. Because I could always, all these years that I've been crocheting, I've been able to go to my mentor and ask questions. Always. Always, always, always. Um, I'm about to send a message to my son. All right. So is there any questions before I move on? Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Um, Before I move on, I just want to make sure I answer. That way I could do it online. I can answer any questions that you may have. I guess not. So let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. I don't know what it is about water, but I have to have water. I don't I don't understand it. I don't understand it, but I have to have me some water. Okay. So now let's go back into the classroom so you know what is going on. Okay, so next we're going to do bad graph, good graph. This is the section that I get all the who are you? How you gonna tell me what's good? How you gonna tell me what's bad? Listen, because I know. Because I know these things. Just like my son say, I know these things. So in the beginning, what I did was I asked everyone, tell me what's a good graph, tell me what's a bad graph. And it is funny. It is hilarious. And it's mind boggling because we really don't know. Because I'm telling you, this is something that I would use. I may have taken some off, you know, like do my own little thing, but this is something that I would have used in the past when I didn't know too much about Graphghan. I would have used this. So this is a hot mess. Now that I know what a Graphghan is, and now that I know what I know, this is a hot mess. Why? First of all, when you use stitch fiddle, I know this man gonna come looking at me. Oh my God, this man is gonna come looking after me. I'm gonna have a meeting with the owner of Stitch Fiddle. When you use Stitch Fiddle or whatever, I'm not gonna talk about nobody else. Stitch Fiddle, I can talk to the man, the owner, but I'm not gonna talk about no other place. Stitch Fiddle. When you use Stitch Fiddle, I'm not gonna say that the program is bad. I'm not gonna say that anymore. I apologize for saying the program is bad. But what I'm going to say is it's very hard and complicating to change it and to do what I do. I am also I'm so excited about this. Oh my God, Gail told me to do something and I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it live. Instead of doing it live on Facebook, like, do y'all know how many watch hours I done got on Facebook? Oh my God. I'm going to do it live on YouTube now. So I create graphs and I do it live. And people love it. I don't know why. They just love seeing me do the graph. And I guess that's because some people want to learn how to do it. And by looking at what I do, they can see, you know, how I do it. And maybe it's something that they could do. And no, I don't really answer a lot of questions online. I just literally concentrate on what I'm doing. And some people can see what I'm doing. Like, I don't just take an average image. I create the image. And I do it live. And it's so amazing. Oh, I love it. I love it. Obviously, some others love it because they ask me, when am I doing it again? So, I graph on Wednesdays and Thursdays. So, Wednesday and Thursday, one of those days, or not both, but one, I'm going to pick something that she told me to do, and I'm going to revamp it. When you hear me say revamp or tweak, it's going to be a masterpiece. I can't. Listen, my masterpieces, let me tell you something. You don't know what a masterpiece is until you see a Creative Stitching Diva masterpiece. Let me tell you. Watch. Watch. You're going to see. I'm not even going to tell you. I'm going to just show you. I'm visual. I'll show you. All right. This hot mess. Now, the difference between that and this is something called unconnected lines. I know you may not be able to see. Maybe, let me see if I can make this a little larger. Oh my God. Maybe I can make it a little larger. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So with this, oh no, I didn't mean to do that. There is, come here, Eli. With this, there is something called unconnecting lines. Unconnecting lines is bad. Turn that light on for me, please. Thank you, babe. Unconnecting lines are lines that you could play connect the dots with. So you see all these little dots everywhere. That's something that you could play connect the dots with, right? So say if this black line was the color of the white line, and then it will be good because it'll be black, it'll be a nice thick line, and you'll be good. But it's not. It's two different colors. Stitch Fiddle, what it does is it takes the actual, I would not be surprised if this came from Stitch Fiddle, because what it is you take an image, and the image may be from Google, and it may have a watermark, or it may be an image that has like a line through it or something like that. It shows if it's shadows, or you know how it's like a gradient in the back, so the colors are changing in the back, or like if it's a sunset, the sunset had like the dark orange, and then the orange turned into like a regular orange, and then to yellow. Well, it shows every single color, and based on the size, it will make it look like little box and blocks and stuff like that. So the bigger you make it, the better it looks. The smaller you make it, the more wonky it looks, and the more work you have to do. In Stitch Fiddle, you can't do that work, but in PC Stitch, you can, and you can fix it. So say if I made that, I didn't bring it in here, but I have the picture. But say if you did that. You did that and you crocheted it. It will not look great. Your lines will actually look like stair steps, and it wouldn't look nice and bold. I think I showed, and I'm not going to show it on here because I literally took somebody else's work, but I'm not going to do that to her. But I showed the picture of someone's work who did the same exact graph that I did. But the thing is, I did my graph and she got that graph from someone else. Same thing. And you could tell the the sharpness, the quality, the cut. I'm not even talking about the colors. I could have made my whole thing just black and white and still will come out better. I would run circles around this person because those bold lines on the outline. Oh my God, like I get excited talking about this because I love designs and I love illustrations and I love art. So when you see that and the bold lines on it, just makes a difference, y'all. I'm gonna say y'all because I'm stuck on saying y'all. I never liked it. I never liked saying y'all at all whatsoever. I was always told, and then you know what? It had nothing to do with me saying y'all at all. It was more so of how I was brought up. My grandma, they kind of sort of, it was all about grammar. Grammar, grammar, grammar. You can't say this, you can't say that. So it really don't have anything to do with me not liking the word. I say I don't like the word, but it has more to do with what I got in trouble for. I used to get in trouble. Alright, so this is a hot mess too. But it's a little bit better than the other one because you could tell that the lines are connected. It's not unconnected. I'm talking about the black ones. This right here is connected versus the other one is not connected. Even with this, every single last one of these are connected. It may not be a great looking graph because it's not at all, but they all are connected. So if you wanted to do this, I wouldn't, but it would be a vivid, like the detail would be good because as you can see, the eyes are nice and dark outline. There's no unconnected lines. The lines are not skipping. So say if you had say if you had Betty Boop. I done seen this many, 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 many times. So if you made a Betty Boop, I apologize. But if you made a Betty Boop and you know how it's the Betty Boop with the legs, showing the legs, right? If the legs look like it's skipping lines, if you could like play hopscotch on it, it's not good. And it's okay because now, from now on, you can do better. And if you don't, I don't know. I'm sorry. But when you see mine and you see people who do my graphs or someone who I taught, oh my God, it's so beautiful because the line is nice and clean and there's no hopscotch in the middle of it. And it's like perfect. It's like so perfect. What would be awesome to see? What you want me to show you? Not no Betty Boop. I'm not going to show you that other person's stuff. If that's what you're talking about, Marianne, I'm not going to show you. I'm not going to show you because I got to get permission. I'm not that bold, okay? I am not that bold. Believe me, I'm not that bold. I could be sometimes, but not, no. So this is a good graph or a bad graph, y'all. Is it a good graph or a bad graph? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. This right here is a good graph. I see a mistake, but it's something I did. I did it. And I did it for someone. It's actually a color. I think it's a cover of a book that someone told me to do. And my ice melted. I don't want that no more. How it was? Oh, you know what? Maybe because it was solid last night. Maybe that's why. Yeah. I had a real big chunk of solid ice. That's what it was. So this is good. Oh, to see me make a graph. You want to see me make a graph. Wait till you see what I'm going to make. Oh my God. I can't wait to do it. I almost want to stay up all night and do it tonight, but that would be so stupid of me because I got an order to complete. I got a Steelers to do. Is this a good graph or a bad graph? This is something I did, but I only did it just to show you whether or not it's a good graph or bad graph. I think a lot of you said, "Can I have that graph? Can I have that? Can I have that?" And you want to know what my answer was? My answer was, "Are you out of your freaking mind? What's wrong with you? Didn't I tell you this is a bad graph? This is bad. This is bad. This is horrible, y'all." Just because you see cute little ducky, what's his name, Daffy Duck, just because you see the cute little baby Daffy Duck doesn't mean it's good. Because that's what we get caught up with. We get caught up with our favorite characters, or like a cute little baby character, a cute little Bugs Bunny or something like that. Don't get caught up in the hype, y'all. Don't get caught up in that crap. If it's a bad graph, it's a bad graph. It's a bad graph. Don't get caught up with, "Oh my God, it's so cute. I gotta buy it. I gotta have it. It gotta be put in my collection of I'm not gonna crochet it stash." So no, don't. Let me tell you why. Why is because look at this. You see this right here? That's a no. That is something called unconnecting lines. Let me tell you, unconnecting lines is gonna be your worst enemy now. I can prove it. Just watch them people that I taught. Now, they're like the devil, okay? They're like, oh my God. Those unconnected lines, you done put it in my head now. That's all I see is unconnected lines. And it's the beast. It's like something that you just can't get out your mind now. Because I build it drilled it into their heads, basically saying this is a no-no because it will bring the worst out of your work. Best crocheter in the world. If you don't have a good graph, your work is not going to look good because you're basically following an image. It could be nice and neat single crochets or nice and neat half double crochets, but the image would be a mess. A mess. This is a mess. Right here, this line right here, when it comes to the eye part and the outer portion of the head, it's not clean. So when you crochet it, it's going to look like the head and the eyes is meshing together. Right here, this is a part right here where it's not going to look good. It's going to look like hopscotch, like you hopping and scotching and stuff like that. And right here, the outline just disappeared. Like, where did it go? Like, really? It's a mess, y'all. The shading is a mess right here. The shading is a mess. It's not even completely done. This is what a lot of graphers do when they try to use PC Stitch. So if they say, "I use PC Stitch, I'm good, I'm a grapher," but they didn't grab the concept of quality. Quality. Is this going to look good when I crochet it? That's what we need to do. We need to make sure that it looks good when it's crocheted. And so, like I've been saying for the past couple of days, I literally did the work. I would graph and I would crochet it, and I would crochet it and I would graph it, and I would keep going until I found that if you put the certain lines this way, and then you put a certain line that way, and if you make it this way, then it gets so strategic to the point where if you put the dot one way, the whole entire image may be different. You may have to put the dot on the outside to make it look like a beautiful circle. And that's why I have my ebook. So if you want to buy my ebook, it's $40. And all you have to do is email me. And that email is all in the descriptions. Everything is in the descriptions. You can send me an inbox on Facebook. You could send me a comment on this live right here. And I will get to you so that you could get an ebook. So you can learn how to graph like the Diva. I'm also going to do some graphs online so that you could see how tedious it can be and how long it takes. But you're going to get it and you're going to be all right because I'm helping you. This is a nightmare, y'all. This right here is a nightmare. You ain't shy, Gail. Gail, you ain't shy. Don't even play with me. This right here is a nightmare. What I mean by nightmare is, look at it. It's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. And some people actually said, oh, can I get a copy of that? Are you kidding me? You want a copy of that? No, baby. No, 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 no. Honey, let me tell you what I did with that. I purposely did that. All I did was clean the outside, but the inside I left it like that. It looks blurry. It's just random dots everywhere. Why would you want to crochet that anyway? Why would you want to crochet something like that? I'm just mind boggled by that. But it's okay because we're learning, right? We're learning that that is not a good idea. Not at all. Come here. Oh, sorry. This is my intercom. Like, come here. Come here. Okay. This is what you have kids for, y'all. Why she gonna say something smart? That little boy gonna say something smart. All right, so can you put this in the freezer? Thank you so much. You the best one ever. You the best son I ever had. You know that? This is I can't with the kid. If y'all follow me on Facebook, the kid has me crazy all the time. If you follow me on Facebook, I literally every time he says something, write it. He said something to me earlier today about yarn. I wanted to give away some yarn, and he had a rebuttal all the time, every single time. Just now, I asked him to put the water in the refrigerator, and he's looking at me like, "You just want to keep calling me? You know, yeah, keep calling me, lady." He can't even watch my live because I blocked kids off of my live, just in case. Disclaimer. Okay, this is the next one. Is it a good one or a bad one? How about oh my gosh, is she kidding me? All right. Hold up 1 second. Hold up 1 second. Let me graduate Gail to moderator so she can have her wrench. The wrench can have her wrench. Congratulations, Gail. You have a wrench. You are now a wrencher. Now, can I get back to the lady? Thank you very much. Okay. Now, is this a good grab or a bad grab? Would you use it? Now, in her hand, when I originally made it, was a ball of yarn. But the person who wanted this, I made it into a beautiful flower. And she wanted the hair to be the afro. I can actually make it like curly. I can make it anything I want because that's what PC Stitch allows me to do. So if you saw some of my graphs, I did a boss baby and I changed the hair up a little bit, made it into like pigtails. I also did that for like, I even made braids one time for Mickey Mouse. Minnie Mouse, not Mickey Mouse, but Minnie Mouse. So the sky is the limit. You can't do that on Stitch Fiddle. Let me tell you something. PC Stitch is the thing. You have to get it, y'all. You have to get it. Let me hurry up. Let me get going. All right, so this right here is a good grab. This is something I did. I show how I did this. The name was not on it. The name is something that I added later. So how was I able to get that name on it and put the little dogs in front of the name? That's why you need the book. Get the book, boos, and follow me so I can continue to do that. Because eventually I'm going to put, when I stop kind of slowing down with this class, I'm eventually going to add into the graphing classes. But only for those who have the ebooks. That's it. So that would be something that would be paid, not anyone. Just, yeah. Sorry. But it has to be like that sometimes because I'm telling a lot of my stuff, y'all. I'm showing a lot of leg. I'm showing a lot of leg. So I have to. Y'all love Elijah? Take him. Elijah get on my nerves sometimes. He just looked at me like, call me again, lady. Call me again. I just told him, you're the best son I ever had. And he said I'm the only son Like, forget about the oldest one that I had before him. I'm your only son. Anyway, so I'm not gonna go over anything else except for Sunday. What we can do is start setting up. So let me show you. Let me go into Graphghan sizes, hook and yarn. That way you know what to bring when you come to the next class, which will be on Sunday. So Graphghan sizes make a difference, y'all. I love saying y'all now. Graphghan sizes make a difference. So here is the basics of what I use when I make my Graphghan. So when I try to get a size, this is like the guidelines. Sometimes I make it a little bigger, sometimes I make it a little smaller, but this is basically the guidelines. Why I use this? Because have you ever saw a girl that's have you ever saw a blanket that looked like it should be for a tall basketball player who's really skinny? Like, it's just super duper tall, long, and small. That's because either they're looking for a graph that was on Pinterest, or they look for a graph that someone made, and that person that made it don't know the perceptions of proportion and sizes when it comes to doing it. Or they did DC, which is double crochet. All of that makes a difference. This is why I'm here, and this is why I'm here to help you. And then some people say, well, I did it and it didn't come out right. Well, that's what I'm here for, to tell you that all of this stuff makes a difference. The size, the rationale, the proportions, all of that makes a difference. The stitches, all of that makes a difference. This right here, this is it, right? This right here is half double crochet. This is Tunisian. This is double crochet, and this is single crochet. As you can see, the size makes a difference. You have to know that. I do not do double crochet with my graphs. Why? Because of that. As you can see, it just takes it out of proportion. So say if you wanted to make the horse, it will be more long than wide. And the graph is actually supposed to be wide. That will make it unproportioned. Double crochet is really not the thing for like blankets and something like that. So I usually stray away from it. Also, I don't like the holes. I'm more of a type of, like, I like the knitted look, the closeness of it. So double crochet is not my favorite stitch at all, but it's not really a good stitch to use. And you don't have to take my word. You can look at it and tell. This is my favorite half double crochet. I don't know why. I just crochet way better with half double crochet. I don't know why. Tunisian crochet, I love it to death. I would do everything in it if it didn't make my thumb hurt. But my beautiful sister Gail made it so that I'm not going to show you, because then everybody going to want it, and then she's going to yell at me because everybody going to be like, Gail, can you do this for me? And no, I'm not going to show you. But I'm able to hold it with a handle because my beautiful sister did it for me. And I'm able to do bags, and scarves. So all of my scarves are done in Tunisian, and all of my tote bags is done in Tunisian. I don't do anything else in Tunisian. I don't do blankets. I mean, if I did a pillow, I would do it in Tunisian. Actually, we are doing a scarf. I'm going to teach Tunisian, but that's not going to be until later. It's probably not going to be until September. But we are going to be doing Tunisian crochet. I'm going to show how to do a Tunisian crochet, my graphs, because we're going to do scarf, like a scarf along. And as we're going to do the scarf along, I'm teaching how to do it. And we're going to do an extra scarf that you could use as a Christmas gift. The thing about it is, it's going to be something that you have to pay for, because that is going to take a lot of my time and my admin's times, and it's going to be like something that we are really going to have to work hard to do. This is just close-ups of it, but basically you should get the whole idea on that. Hooks. Now, I think I explained a little bit about the hook size. I don't have to tell anybody about the hook size. Everyone should know about the hook size. And if you don't know, now you know. Look for the size on the skein of yarn. It tells you based on the yarn that you use. It tells you what's the good size that you use, and that's what I would use. Sometimes I would go up a little bit depending on if, what size I want to make. So when I make my blankets, I usually use the I, or which is 5.5, or the J. I don't know why, but I do. Oh, I know why. Because I want to make it a little bigger. And when you use the J hook, I would not use anything more than a J. Honestly, I really wouldn't even use a J. But because I crochet tight, a J hook looks like a I hook for me. Because I crochet really, really, really tight. My mom said I crochet like I'm fighting. So a J hook is like an I hook for me. So if that's for you, like if your tension is a little rough and tough like an Afro puff, then maybe you should use a J. Oh, Mariah. I love you, Mariah. Thank you. Okay. So, uh, the right size hook, as you know, depending on the size that you use, it makes a difference. It makes a lot of a difference. So, just be careful. Now, you can use any brand that you want, but let me tell you something. When you are doing a Graphghan, let me put this to the side. When you are doing a Graphghan, you want to just move nice and smooth and not have to worry about nothing, right? You just want to keep moving and moving and moving and moving. And because you're going to do a lot of changing colors, because you're doing a lot of changing colors, you want it to be nice and smooth. My favorite hook of all time back in the day was Susan Bates, because I just love the way the hook, the hook was just like, it was just a good hook. And it was like, I felt like my yarn was secure in that hook. But my girl, Gail, my bestie, my best friend in the whole wide world, big sister, bought me my very first furl hook and my very first clover hook. And then that changed everything. The clover and the furl are two of the most beautiful, as you can see, I love purple, two of the most beautiful hooks ever. The furl is beautiful, and not only is it beautiful, it's good for my hands. This is the Odyssey. I do not know about anything else except for the ones like this. Now, if you want to buy the wooden ones that the furl have, I have nothing to do with that. I don't suggest it. I don't think it's the same. I think because of this right here is what makes it like the best, because this part right here of the hook, it just glides, and it glides beautifully, and there's no static. You won't know until you buy it. And when you buy it and you use it, I would buy one. I wouldn't even buy the whole pack, because the whole pack is like $75. The whole pack like this is $75. I would buy one hook. So if you go, and I have it all in the units, there's a location where there's things to buy, like products to buy. Go in there and you look it up. I show you what hook it is and where you can get it from, and buy one of like maybe a I hook or an H hook, just so that you can get the feel of it. And then if you like it, I would start getting the other ones. That way you could use it for all other stuff. The furl, so real divas get a furl. Real divas get furls. If you a real diva, a real crocheter, this is your business, you ain't playing, Get you a furrow. Furrows will run like $33 to $66. It's a lot of money. It's worth it. It's very worth it. I prefer this, but I only have two. So I have to use my clover a lot. But I prefer this because of the handle. I have RA, so my hands are really bad. I get real bad joint pains because that's what my autoimmune disorder is. The joints are real bad. If you ever saw like duck hands, that's how older people get. I just pray I don't get it when I get older, but their hands are like duck hands. That is the condition that I have. And my back is actually already forming, like the hunchback that older people get. My back is starting to form. So I actually have that condition where it hurts to have certain hooks in my hand. So like, even though I love the Susan Bates, I would need to put like a handle on it in order to use it. But this right here, I don't need an extra handle because this right here is beautiful. It's just beautiful. Get you some. Okay. So you got the hooks. You know your sizes really, really quick so I could get on to the overalls with the older chicks. Yarn. Yarn is key to a good Graphghan. The type of yarn that you need. You could get any brand you want. I'm not going to say you can't buy just certain type of brand. You can get any brand you want for a Graphghan. So what you're going to do is just feel your yarn. Feel it. Love it. Appreciate it. When you do that, you will know what good for you. So being that I've been doing this for such a long time, I felt a good amount of yarn. And I can tell you this. I graduated. I don't use Red Heart that much anymore. I still do sometimes, but I don't that much anymore. I graduated. So I start using Hobby Lobby's yarn. And I can't use it all the time because they are so expensive. So when I do baby blankets, Hobby Lobby yarn, which is the I Love This yarn. Baby blankets, baby clothes, something like that that's real soft, I will use that because I Love This yarn. It's very soft. Very, very soft. The thing is, like I said, I can't always use it at all. So I decided to buy, you know what? I don't need this anymore. Let me get out of here. I don't need that anymore. So I decided to buy, actually, I started buying it during the pandemic because it was on sale. What you call it? The big, what is it? Big, oh my gosh, what is it called? How the heck am I going to tell y'all what to use and I just forgot? Just that quick, I had it in my head. The big, help me, please. Help me, please. Help me, please. Oh my God, what is that yarn? I have it here, but it doesn't have the big time at Joann's. Big something. Oh my gosh. I use that yarn and I'm not in my other. There it is. I knew I had it. Big twist. Jesus. Big twist. This changed the game. This right here is good yarn. It's soft. It's just about as soft as I Love This yarn. It's actually, I put it together and I find that it's almost the same thing. The thing is, when you could get that on sale, you could get that for like $1 and some change, whereas I Love This yarn, when that's on sale, is only like 4 something. Sometimes it's 3 something. You can't beat that. You can't beat that. I think Big Twist changed the game. Big Twist changed the game. So I would definitely get you a bunch of that when it's on sale, because I bought like 100 skeins of it. And I didn't even realize I did that. I think I was ordering like maybe every like 2 weeks or something like that. Yeah. So big twist. Thank you. I done found out now. It's big twist. I done found out now. It's not well, the clover hook, the set, you could get it at Joann's for like, sometimes you can get it on when it's on sale, and sometimes it's on sale for 50% off, or you could use the coupon. And why is there, sorry, it looks like it's something in the back of me. But anyway, that's scary. It looks like it's something in the back of me. I don't even think y'all can see it, but I can see it. Can y'all see that? Yes, you can see it. Do y'all see that? It looked like it's like me on the side of me, like on over here. You see it? Yeah. So, what was I saying? Because I done got all discombobulated. Ha, Mariah, Mariah, go back like babies and pacifier. Yes, we're gonna be good friends. Yes, yes, yes. That's what's up. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Let's get on. Big Twist changed the game. So thank you so much for the new chicks. If you want to hang on and listen to what I'm going to talk about with the other ones, be more than welcome. So we're going to switch right now and turn into the old ladies. We're going to check it out with the old ladies. How are y'all doing with them overalls? Y'all are killing it. I ain't got nothing on y'all with them overalls. Those overalls done, let me tell you something. I done made the thing. I done made it and ran out of yarn, and I couldn't find the other pack that I had, because I have another set and I couldn't find it. And so this is all I have. But the important part, I did. I did it. I did the important part. But the next one that I'm gonna do is gonna be better. It's because I'm actually giving it to someone. The next one I'm gonna do is gonna be the Jamaican flag, but it's gonna be like sublimation, which is the whole thing. It's gonna be all like the flag. So you know how the Jamaican flag is? It's green and black, and then it has the yellow cross in the middle. So the yellow cross would be right here in the middle, but the front right here would be black, and then the top of here would be black, and then the sides would be green. Or am I switching it around? But you should know what I mean. For the whole entire part, even the legs, and the sides and whatever. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do something called Graphghan technique. Graphghan technique. That's what I'm going to do. Naughty Designs, you're welcome. The overalls are fun. You're in your fourth one? Oh my God. Oh my God. Let's go. Let's go see what you did. I hope you put it in the class, because we're going to go look at it now. We're going to have fun watching this. Let me tell you, Stacy, I love her. I said to Stacy, your stuff is so nice. Who you giving it to? Nobody. I'm like thinking she making all of these for someone. She even made the onesie and she killed it. I'm about to show you. Oh my God. She made those onesies look so cute. And I'm like, oh my gosh, she's making it and giving it to somebody. Because I would use scrap yarn, to be honest. I would use scrap yarn if I'm not giving it to anyone. But yeah, she's like, no, she gotta find a baby. I'm like, what? Yeah, that's how we doing it, y'all. That's how we doing it. Just killing it, making it, not for just anybody specific. Just killing it. Not for anyone specific though. It's funny. It's hilarious because she really is killing it. Like, it's not just her. It's like a lot of them are just killing it. And I'm like making a onesie. No, I don't know why I keep saying that damn onesie. Maybe I need to make a onesie just so I can stop saying it. Because it's starting to get on my nerves now. Um, why is this doing this to me? Okay, here we go. The onesie! Let me tell you, these girls are amazing. Some of them said they did not. You are using scrap? Get out of here. They are looking so cute, though. I don't know what she put in that. That is like, woo! Okay. This is really cute. Disha made this. Now, Disha was doing Graphghans before me. She just wanted to learn a little bit more about it, and I think she's killing it. The only thing that she may have needed to do was just change her graph. Once she changed her graph, it's on and popping from there. And that's what I mean. Some people think that, oh, I know how to do it. I don't need no class. But we all can learn something. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all can learn a little bit of something. It may be something that you guys can teach me. But this can actually be for a little girl. And this is really, really, really cute. I'm actually jealous because this is really cute. This is so freaking cute. This is cute. Now, what I like about this is it reminds me of candy for some reason. It reminds me of some type of chocolate. And the colors, now it's not a color that I would use, but it's a color that is cute. It reminds me of chocolate. So, we have a motto. And this is what she just put in her little caption. Our motto is P2P. P2P is practice to perfection. That's what we say. Practice to perfection. You keep doing it over and over and over again, you're gonna get it. That's what they did. Some of them said they couldn't do it, and some of them I witnessed wasn't good. This is our admin, Natalie. This is hers. Purple is my favorite color. Yeah, I like the color combinations as well. I think a lot of us left out the straps. The straps is a lot of us left out because I didn't do the straps either. I didn't do the back or the straps. But to be honest with you, I didn't do a back for because I made this particular one. I made this one for actual babies. And I didn't put a back. I just crisscrossed the straps. This is the swan. I actually made the swan for a what you call it, a mask, and I figured that you guys could use it for practice, and she used it for this. So I thought that was cute. I thought that was really cute. I think the color is blue and pink, which is like really, really, really cool for like a little girl because girls are nobody don't want to put girls in blue. Angie done made a bunch of these things. Now, what I was trying to explain to her back then was to just be careful with her color changing because I can actually see it. So right here, Angie and I spoke about it and we actually did it on here. So she knows right here, as you can see the color changing in here. So what I do is I would do like a round or two of single crochet. So when you're doing like this, when you're doing the ridges, just do like a round or two of single crochet because you're changing the color. So because you're changing the color, and she did the color around, no, 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 no. That's not a good idea. In my opinion, it wasn't a good idea because you could see it unless she was trying to do that. I don't know. But I'm not saying nothing about the colors. I'm just talking about the actual color changing. And right here, you can see it around. But let me tell you something. She stepped it up. Like her game is on point now. Right here, you shouldn't see this right here. So when she made the border part, you shouldn't see where that black is. I call it like color contamination. Cross contamination. You don't want to cross contaminate. So as you can see in the description, I said P2P because I think that she did a good job. It's just that I know she could do when she do it again and do it again, it will be 110% better. Okay, so Lakeisha did this. Lakeisha is such a creative person. I think she did another one and it came out really cute too. I think she made a skirt. But yeah, this came out really cute. I think I don't know what happened here, but maybe I see a little bit of color contamination. The color contamination is because I see the white in here. So that's why I do the pop lock and drop. The pop lock and drop helps when you do that. I could also see that it was a little mistake here. I can see these things because I make the graph. So when you make the graph, you can see the mistake. But honestly, customers don't see it. Um, they don't see it. The customers don't see it. But you still want to make sure that it's good so that you don't have to, in your mind, you know that you are giving someone quality. Okay, so this is it. I think the colors are cute. Really, really cute. Salita made this. She's doing well. She had a hard time in the beginning, but she's doing very well. She still have to do P2P, which is practice to perfection. As long as she keep doing P2P, she'll be fine. She has some color contamination going on in here. I can see that she made a couple of mistakes, but P2P, she would be great after that. Because she's already good. So just P2P. 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 Colors are cute. P2P. Made a little bit of mistakes. I can see it. So you want your stuff to be like beautiful, flawless, look like, it's not crochet. You want it to look like it's like almost knit like. Okay. This is something that we was doing in the beginning. Okay. So what I was also trying to talk about with Graphghan technique. Graphghan technique is basically also, say for instance, if she didn't want to put the Minnie Mouse, I'm touching it like y'all can see. Say if she didn't want to put the Minnie Mouse here. Say if she wanted to put the Minnie Mouse here, like on the side of the skirt. Knowing that the stitch is different, you can still do it. You just have to change the stitch, but use the concept of the pattern, change the stitch, make the stitch maybe single crochet, and add Minnie Mouse down there at the bottom, and it would be so cute. So that's Graphghan technique. You're changing the technique of Graphghanning. You're not making it as a pillow. You're actually making it as something else, and you changing it around. You're being different. You're not doing the same thing all the time. You don't want it to just be smack dead in the middle, like a lot of people make sweaters and cardigans all the time with it in the back because their graph is extremely large and their graph is mainly because it's extremely large. So because their graph is extremely large, they figured let's put it in the biggest best area. So they make that square and then they make the sweater around the square. Let me tell you something. I don't do panels. I don't like panels. So when I make my garments, I kind of sort of add it together. I would literally make the Graphghan as I'm doing the whole thing. And that's a Graphghan technique. That's what I decided to call it, a Graphghan technique. And that's what I'm showing them how to do. Pop, lock, and drop. The pop, lock, and drop is, I'm going to go over that in the next class, which will be Sunday. But the pop, lock, and drop is done only when I change colors. I don't always, you can do it through the whole thing, because I noticed that some people are only doing it I noticed that some people do it through the whole thing. You can. I found out kind of sort of the crazy way that I was doing the extended single crochet before I even knew I was doing the single crochet. I always thought I was doing a regular single crochet, but in reality I was doing the extended version. And I found that out one day because somebody was doing it. And I'm like, why is she doing it like that? That's not how I do it. Then I found out the way I'm doing it is the extended part. So that's how I already knew that when I was doing the extended single crochet, it's because when I did my change of colors and how it was looking, that's because I was already doing the extended part. So yeah, that's what you know what? How does she do this? This is cute. Is that your whole logo? What? Is that your whole logo, Angie? That's crazy. That's cool. All right. Stacy, here she go again with those amazing designs that she made. Her colors are great. The difference that I did with mine was I used I tried to make it look like a jogger, so I added the front post, back post. The thing about it is I wanted to add an extra one because it would make it look more like a jogger. You know, the jogging pants that the kids wear nowadays, or is that out of season now? But yeah, I wanted to add an extra one, but I couldn't because I ran out of the yarn. Okay, so Celeste added the ruffles at the bottom, so it is for a girl. That's absolutely adorable. Ah, there go the famous Ducky. Absolutely cute, 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 cute. Oh no, this is the first time I'm seeing this. This is cute. The only thing I would do is I would add the border around it because the border around it would seal the deal with this. Now, if you think about it, what I would have done is added an extra background so that when you are doing the border, it's not gonna look like how Angie's was. Because when what you basically want to do is, even if it's not on the graph, I would add an extra row or a column. I would add two extra columns, so it would be one. Oh my god, yeah, I'm doing it like y'all can see what I'm doing. I would add like one by the ears, one row by the ears in the first row, and then at the last row I would do that. That's only so that the ears won't be sticking out like that last color. It won't be sticking out like that. But I give it to her because the way she did it means that her color and changing is on point. Because if she could do that at the end, her color changing is on point. She did excellent. You gonna ask me that on live? Who did it? I apologize. My son don't realize that I be online. Look in the kitchen. There's the poo is in the kitchen next to the oil on the windowsill. Thank you. I appreciate you. I apologize. I have a kid that don't understand. when I'm on live. So I hope y'all didn't hear that. I hope y'all didn't hear that. What is this cute, Salita? Is this purple? Absolutely adorable. Absolutely adorable. The bow is something I think Cheryl wanted me to do. I do see the mistakes, but you know, her color changing techniques is on point. I do see the mistake, but like I said, her color changing is on point. On point. I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it. Like, I gotta show y'all this. I gotta show y'all this. Look at this. Isn't this too cute? She just needs some changing of the color and so that she can you know, like I said, P2P in the past. But other than that, this is too freaking cute. Also, Angie, I noticed again, when you do this at the top, do a layer of the blue first. Then you add that other color. Is that something you wanted to do on purpose? I think you wanted to do that on purpose. I wouldn't do a single crochet. I would make it half double crochet. But what I would do, me personally, I would do a layer of the blue. And then I would add the gray on top. But I wouldn't do single crochet because as you can see, it looks like just dots. It doesn't look like the actual stitch. Because think about it. When you do it that way, you're adding this on top. You're adding this part up here on top. So when you add that part on top, it basically will show you, I'm just making sure y'all can see my cursor. Can you see my cursor? Because I just feel like you can't see my cursor and I'm like trying to point things out and you can't see it. And I made it big and purple just so you can see it. And I don't think you can see it. But anyway, I got to find a way how you can see my cursor. But yeah, it came out really, 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 really cute. So do I have any questions from the other older ladies about your overalls? Or are we done with the overalls? Can we move on to the pillow? I'm gonna do another overall though. And I'm gonna make it, like I said, like a sublimation. I'm gonna definitely do that. But we're going to move on to the pillow. Now, like I said, I usually do pillows in Tunisian. I could do a Tunisian pillow because it's not that big. But we're going to do it in single crochet because I see some of you need color changing techniques still. You still need some practicing with the color changing. So we're going to do that. I'm going to stop for a minute and say, Graph Like a Diva, only $40. This book includes creating custom designs, link to the video tutorial, step-by-step setup, correct sizing, graph for personal and or business, learn how to turn an image into graph pattern for crocheting, knit, C2C, extra, etc. If you want this book, comment below, ask an admin, send me an email, whatever you need, personal message, whatever you need, just give me 24 hours to respond because a lot of times on days that I'm doing lives, I'm preparing for it in the daytime, I'm working during the daytime, and I'm trying to find an apartment and move 2 hours away. So just give me a little bit of time. I guarantee you I will get to you and I will make your dreams come true with this ebook. This ebook will change your life. I'm telling you, $40. Also, get it now because I'm changing it and making it so that you are able to put it on your Kindle. You can put it on your Kindle. You could click on it. You could do whatever you want. So when I do that and I switch it over, everyone who already have this book that they paid $40 for, you will automatically get the upgrade. So those of you who did not get the book, it will be $50. So get it while it's $40. I'm just letting you know now because you don't want me to graph for you all the time or you don't want to have to wait for me to graph for you. Then you want to do it yourself. Or sometimes you want to do some basic ones. You could do some basic graphs. And if you do the basic graphs, then that'll be great. And the ebook can help you. You can always go back to it. It's not like you have to read the whole thing. So if you want to learn how to do text, go into that part. If you want to learn how to change colors, go into that part. That is what the ebook is for. So when I do the switcher up, if you don't have the $40 version, it's going to be $50. So you're going to get the upgrade. So is there any questions? Any questions before I move on? I think I covered everything. Oh my God, we early. I covered everything. Is there any questions? Anything we need to talk about now? Well, I mean, we got 30 minutes, so we might as well take advantage of that time until Sunday. Let me see. Is there anything else we need to talk about? Yes, and that's what I mean. Like it'll be a real good thing to do because in the first 2 to 3 years that I had the ebook, no, in the first 2 3 years that I discovered this whole graphing thing, there were some things that I still didn't know how to do. I didn't have an ebook to go back to. I had to learn how to do it on my own, and I had to figure things out on my own. So that's what I mean. You can definitely appreciate this book because you can always have it, always go to it, and you'll be good. Um, yeah, you want to purchase the book? Awesome, awesome, awesome. Hit me up. Hit me up so you can get the book. Hit me up. Um, hit me up on Messenger and I will the all my payment information is at the bottom of the video. So at the bottom of the video, you can pay by PayPal or Cash App or whatever. When you make the payment, put in there your email address. Just make sure you put your email address so that I can send it. And I can actually do that tonight. So if you do make the payment tonight, I can send it tonight. But whenever you do it, just make sure you put your email address and put that you want the ebook because I get a lot of payments and I don't always know what it's for. And when you do that, follow up and send me a message on Messenger or email and just say, listen, Diva, I sent the payment. Can you hit me up? And I will handle that for you. There are some graphs that I still need to give out. Like, I think I mentioned to some of you guys, I accidentally broke my flash drive. So I'm still heartbroken over that because there was 300 graphs on there. So I'm still in the process of trying to fix that. I asked someone if they could come and fix it. They were supposed to come today and didn't come because it was so hot out. So, I'm going to try to fix it because the graphs that some of you need is on that flash drive. I do not have it anywhere else. I was trying to search to see if maybe I had it somewhere else, but then some of them I need to actually like add names and stuff to it. So patience, patience, patience. It'll get done. If I have to do them over, I'll do them over. It'll just take some time. It'll take some time, but I'll do them over. I can do a graph sometimes in 10 minutes. I can do a graph sometimes in an hour. Sometimes it's longer, but hey, that's what we here for. So is there any questions? Because the more I drink this, the more I get like, Naughty Designs. Yes, get the book. Yes, the ebook is awesome. A lot of people are swearing by it. At first, in the beginning, I didn't think that it was like a cool idea, but now I see I'm excited that I did it because this is years and years of work that I had, and I just put it into the ebook. There's a lot more information that I'm adding to it. Give me 1 second. I'm so sorry. I don't understand why my family seems to call or do video chats while I am online. So yeah. Um, any other questions, sunshines? What other questions we have? Is there anything else I need to talk about? Because I did everything I said I was going to do. I could go over a little bit of other stuff if some of the newbies are there, but I see a lot of the older people. I see a lot of older people. Why is this going? Is this a limit on here? This is crazy because it's going down. Why is it going down? That's weird. Anyway, I'm still learning this. I am working through the ebook daily. Yeah, yeah. Um, yeah. You started off with the cherries, and then you get the it's the cherries, and then it's the busy bee. It's worth it. So I would practice on some other I would practice on some other stuff like what you call it? Uh is this still on? Why is it saying this? I would practice on, like, if you have the ebook, I would practice on some coloring pages. So that way you can do some coloring pages. Uh, 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 uh. It popped up something about age restriction. I don't know what's that about. I don't know. See, that's why I didn't want to bother with. I didn't want to bother with YouTube. There's a whole lot of logistics on YouTube. I don't got time for all of that. It was just so much easier on Facebook. But I'll get into all of that. I don't know what that's all about. I have no idea. I have no idea. I wonder if it's turning off. I don't know. It's weird. So, no questions? Then we can leave early then. Class is over early? If there's no questions, class will be over early then. If there's no questions, we could be done. So I can oh, you know what? Because I was on earlier than I know why. I think because I was on early. I said that I was going to do it from 7 to 9, and I had put it on a little earlier. I won't do that no more. I won't press start. I really didn't know it does that on YouTube. It doesn't do that on Facebook though. So, how did you guys like the Mentor Monday? Mentor Monday will definitely be changed. I gotta change my title. I just realized my title says Mentor Monday. Something is very weird because that's not what I added. Something is really, really weird right now. I think we should go now because something is weird. But if you have any other questions, hit me up. Do I recommend all social media outlets to share projects? I do. I post everywhere. Every single where I will post. I will post on Instagram, Facebook, everywhere. Every single where. I even set up a Reddit because I post on Reddit. I set up everything. Yeah, I didn't get a notification that you was on live. I had to just come more and more into it. Oh, well, did you press the bell? Because if you press the bell, my son got it. When I pressed it, that's how I also knew that I was on live, because my son got it. So make sure you press the bell so that you get all of my notifications, because my son got it. I love it. So much valuable information. It was amazing. Thank you. Yes, there were people on another space, yet says waiting. Huh? Loved the video. I will be purchasing an ebook after this is done. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I don't know. You know what? I think I know what that is. I don't like YouTube, but I'm going to get used to this eventually. I'll get used to this. This is so much different than just being on Facebook. But I think I know what happened, because I think I see what happened. But all right, you guys, we're just going to leave a little bit early. Only like 10 minutes, though. And I will talk to you. The next video will be on Sunday, but you might see me pop up. So make sure you click that bell so I could do like a pop-up, spontaneous pop-up. This is nothing will be scheduled. A spontaneous pop-up with graph, and I'll start graphing on here live. So just click the bell so that you get my notifications. Make sure that you're subscribed first. And if you liked, press like, because believe it or not, I'm going to start giving out stuff to everyone. So the more you like, the more I'll give. So you have a good one. You have a good night. I appreciate you all. I really do. And I will talk to you later.